Gucci on this video. I'm gonna just be updating y'all on a few things that have been happening in the world. So, in Israel, not too long ago, the authorities there finished building they built the altar that they are going to use to sacrifice the red heifer to build the third temple. Now, for those of you who don't understand the significance of that, biblically speaking, that is something that the Bible prophesied would happen in the last days. The third temple would be built again. And that third temple is where the Antichrist is they're going to start sacrificing animals again. The Jews on the third temple. And the Antichrist is going to put an end to it in the tribulation. If I'm not mistaken, in the middle of the tribulation. In the 3.5 years in, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. So because of that, there's also they also have found the red heifers that are very likely to be used as the sacrifice to build the third temple. A few months ago, it was all over the news. There was a terrorist attack in Israel at a what's it called? A festival. It was like a music festival or something. And terrorists attacked it. And they said it was because of the red heifers. Because they know that means they're going to sacrifice. And they're going to build the red heifers, and they're going to build the third temple. So where are they going to build the third temple? They're going to build the third temple on the Temple Mount, if I'm not mistaken. And where they're going to build the third temple, currently there's a mosque there. So there is like a mosque, for those of you who don't know, it's like a Muslim place of worship. Like for Christians, it's a church. For the Jews, it's a what's it called? I forgot. Not a temple, but I forgot. A synagogue. For the Jews, it's a synagogue. For the Christians, it's a church. For the Muslims, it's a mosque. And currently, there's a mosque. So in order for the Jews to build the third temple, they're going to need to destroy the mosque. They're going to destroy the mosque to build the temple. And once they do that could very easily be World War III right there. Because that mosque, that's considered a holy site for the Muslims as well as the Jews. And that mosque is the third holiest site for Islam. And once they destroy that temple, or maybe they won't destroy it, maybe a stray missile from from Iran itself, maybe it's gonna hit the mosque. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how the temple is gonna be destroyed, or the mosque, but somehow, some way, it will be destroyed, and they will build the third temple on that site, on that piece of land. And that could very easily start World War III, and the Muslims very likely, very possibly might just full blown go to Armageddon, go to war against Israel. They might just all team up and attack Israel because Israel destroyed their holiest temple, or their holiest their the third holiest site for them, a mosque, which they consider holy. So is this good? No, it's bad. All of it is bad. Jesus already came. Jesus already died. There's no need to sacrifice a red heifer to do all of that. Jesus already came. He came, he died, he resurrected. There's no need for them to sacrifice animals. And the Jews, they're waiting for the Messiah. They believe the Messiah is going to come once they build the third temple, or maybe before they build the third temple, but they believe the Messiah is going to come. And it's not true. The Messiah came, he died, he resurrected. Yeshua. His name is Yeshua. So yeah. Also in the news, there is an eclipse that's gonna take place. There's an eclipse that's gonna take place on the 8th of this month of April 2024. It's a few days away. And a lot of people are saying it's gonna be a what's it called? It's gonna be this might be a sign from God. So in 2017, I believe it was 2017, we had an eclipse in the U.S. that made a line. It makes a line. There's a line going over the U.S. where the eclipse is going to be fully totality. The moon is going to go over the sun completely. And it made a line over the U.S. This year, 2024, is also making a different line. And it's basically making like a huge X over the United States. So a lot of people are saying this is God. This is a sign of God crossing out the U.S. and we cannot repent. We're not going to be able to. Well, of course, as Christians, we could still repent. We could repent. But this is a sign that the U.S., there's no more, it's done. The U.S. is going to be done for. This is a sign of God. Just boom. Like the sign of Jonah, Jesus said in the last days there would be, or not in the last, he didn't say in the last, I don't think he did, but he said there would be a generation. Possibly he did say that. I don't know. I forgot the verse exactly, but there would be an unrepentant generation that would ask for a sign, and there would be no sign given to it but the sign of Jonah. So, and for the past few years, God has sent preachers, messengers to tell people to repent. And what have the people done? Just continued listening to evil music. And I can't judge people, because I'm no better than anyone else. But they've continued to. It doesn't, people have not repented. That's the problem. It's not that they sin. That is the problem, but it's because they haven't repented. They have not repented. Everyone has sinned, but Jesus died for a reason. The problem is they have not repented. God gave us so many chances, so many years, so much time to repent. And look at what the world is going to with men changing into a woman changing into men, all of those things happening. That's all evil. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down. It might, because I haven't really watched my words. And with the algorithms, they're probably a lot worse than what I've experienced, because I haven't posted in so long. But yeah, a lot of people are saying this eclipse. After this eclipse, what I'm thinking, now I haven't really heard other people say this, but what I'm thinking, once the eclipse happens, that might be the start of the end. Maybe not the start of the tribulation, I'm not saying that. But that might be the start of the birth pains. That X might just be boom. Now the birth pains begin. So by the end of this month, it might get a little worse. The next month, it might get a little worse. And the next month after that, a little worse, and a little worse, and a little worse. Until finally there might come a time where it's bad. It's bad already. It's going to get worse and worse month after month after month. Food is going to go, maybe every month we're going to see a slight increase in food prices, until finally, boom, we look at a bag of chips costs you $40, $30. In a lot of places, it's already like that. Just because we live in the U.S., we don't see stuff like that. But in some places, there is no food to eat. There is no food to eat. There's some places today where people are eating their children. They're eating their children because there's no food. There's cannibals today because there's no food in some places. So, could that mean that some places it's already begun to get bad? That's what it seems like to me. Might be possible. Well, that's possible, you know. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get inside already because I got something to do. But if you haven't already, make sure to go stock up on food, stock up on guns, stock up on bullets, water purifiers, way to purify water, you know. Get some ways to start fire, those ferro rods, the things you spark, you get a whole bunch of those. You will not regret getting it. Stock up on a lot of food. Go to get a whole bunch of don't get those survival things, because you're not gonna need 25 years. You're not gonna need a food that lasts 25 years. There's no reason for that, I don't believe. Go and get beans, go and get rice, stock up on beans, stock up on rice, get the cheapest food that you need that will be sufficient enough to survive on. So that's beans, rice. That's really the cheapest. And a few years ago, I was able to get 50 pounds of beans for $25. Now, I can't do that. I cannot do that anymore. Now it's probably closer to $40, $30, $40. It used to be $25 for a bag of 50 pounds of food. 50 pounds of food for $25. Now it's a lot more. It's crazy how the prices have gone. $40 for a whole 50-pound bag. So, yeah, go, you know, if you got time this week, do it before the eclipse if possible. That's going to happen here on the April 8th, here in the United States on April 8th. Yeah. Stock up on food. But most importantly, repent. Repent. Ask Jesus for forgiveness. Ask Yeshua for forgiveness. Ask him to come into your life and save you. To save your soul so that you will go to heaven. Because of the blood that he shed on the cross to forgive us, to save the world. He came to save the world. So yeah, it might get bad soon, so stock up. Most importantly, repent. Give your life to Jesus. Give your life to Yeshua. Follow God. Until next time, repent. God bless you.